So the journal entry prompt for day 4 of the 21 self love course is: remember and express gratitude for the times your intuition served as your guide and helped you make the right choices. Expressing gratitude is one of our greatest gifts as humans who they say have superior intellect. Best we use our superior intellect to be thankful. Okay, so let's get cracking. Okay, my experiences, because this is a bit of personal, so I'm not going to make this video too long or read out my uh, journal entry, because it may name others and I want to respect their privacy. But basically, I'm grateful for times when I was heavily, I want to say, involved or even possessed by my ego. But when I was unaware of my ego, I would simply think that it is me being aggressive, being combative, and I was doing it because I had to fight for my peace. I had to fight to be heard. I had to fight to be seen. And I would like often snap at people who I thought were treating me or others badly, and I would label them as the bad guy, so I'd feel like self-righteous about how I treated them. I respect that space in your being. It's understandable. We've been through trauma, we've been hurt, and while we're still healing, it is painful. It's uncomfortable, there's an itch. But before you start healing, you may be totally unaware of the wound. And just think of it like a physical wound. You first sometimes get scratched, you don't even know. Then when you become aware of this, you like, suddenly there's pain. Next thing you know, you're cleaning it. You may put a band-aid, and now it's healing. It starts to scab. It is uncomfortable. But prior to being aware of it, you don't know what causes you the discomfort. You think like, oh, it's just me today. And the content that we come across is like, be yourself, be you. So you think, this is me. My ego is me. And when I say ego, I'm not referring to the ego that makes you feel like boastful or big. Sometimes your ego can make you feel really small, intimidated to be yourself and express yourself in an authentic manner, because whoever you around, you deem that person more put together, more successful. Whatever it is you value in life, you usually notice it or not notice it in another. And I feel that is the ego noticing, to try and distract you from remembering an infinite truth. You are energy. You are energy aware of itself, or at least you have the potential to be aware of itself. The God force, consciousness, that that divine energy needs to learn about itself, so it expresses itself as us. And one of the things that my intuition guided me to start this is because I would try and share this with my friends, and it would be, and I would always like say to them, don't listen to it from, don't listen to it from me. Check that out on Eckhart and so on, and they it would just be a bit complex or delivered in a way that they had no interest in it. And I realized that when I spoke of it to them and simplified it and explained, like using examples and things that were relatable, it sort of clicked, like, oh yeah, you know, sometimes when I am trying to meditate and I just breathe in, breathe out, rest, I feel these sensations in my fingers, in my toes. Could it be? Am I really feeling that energy? No, this is crazy. I'm not a monk. I don't meditate. These that also ties in with day three's topic of comparison. We compare ourselves to others, and the ego loves to do it because it's another distracting tactic. And I went for a long time thinking that the ego was a bad thing. But trust me, my dear, it is the most helpful thing. Your ego makes you aware of yourself, what triggers you, what has hurt you, how you can get better and better. You know, it's like negative experiences. We label them negative experiences, and it's helpful to label something because you want to describe it, understand it, speak about it with others. But if you really sit with yourself and examine that, today I paid a traffic fine. No, well, not me. I don't have my license. My driving is terrible. I don't even try to, front. I'm aware that, oh, my driving is terrible and I need to work on it. And I want to do that in an honorable manner because I want to respect other life forms on the road and respect myself by doing it the right way. You know, even i- even if they say we're living in a country where you're forced to buy your license, cool, whatevs. But I want to know that I'm a safe, capable driver when I do it. So yeah, today I got a traffic fine, and such a negative experience, right? Because now I've got to pay this and I don't really have the cash for this. It's not in my budget. You guys know the drill. However, when I'm sitting alone at the dinner table, thinking about this, or I'm watching a sitcom, and my mind is just floating away to like, that annoying traffic cop, motherfucker. Um, I realized like, oh, wait, but I did make an illegal U-turn. I want to hold myself accountable for that. You know? Yeah, I tried to explain to the traffic cop that I was rushing my child in the back to the hospital, but I have to also broaden my view. The traffic cop explained to me, or didn't explain to me, but now I can see that as I'm broadening my view, my actions could have harmed others. I was aware of something and I chose to defy it, and now I pay the price. A lesson well learned. But it takes a moment first to step back and analyze. And even while you're analyzing, you may find that, hey, my intuition tried to warn me. I had this feeling in my gut, or these thoughts ran through my mind like, stop, Tam, stop. But I didn't listen. And now I pay the price. And when I pay the price, I'm gonna I'm gonna be a bit more accepting and surrender to the fact that I have to pay the price, because I'm focused on what I've gained from this experience. I don't want to put my focus to losses and I don't want to behave like I'm not entitled to losses. They're part of my experience. You know, we often hear people say, you took an L. If those of you that like, especially enjoy the hip hop culture, they took an L. That rapper took an L. Kanye West just took an L because he divorced Kim Kardashian or she divorced him or what else. It's natural in life to take an L. You know, team up your losses with a learning attitude, another L, an inverted L, and you've got a win. Yo, I want to tell that to my TikTok people because I think they'll be inspired by this, and you guys get to hear it again. So, if you're joining me for the first time ever randomly, I do some videos on YouTube just for the platform, getting to save it there. The intention is that one day my nieces and nephews will encounter it at the right time and it will guide them along. But hey, the public is welcome too. We all homies, we all consciousness. So I was mentioning on the video that, we take L's, and like, if you know, in the hip hop culture, like, they're like, Kanye West just took a big L because Kim Kardashian divorced him. And I'm like, yeah, but we laugh at the funniness of all of this. Like, they took an L. That rapper was like swamped out in that rap battle and he took an L. Cool. We take losses. But if you can learn to invert the other L, so there's, if you team this L with this L, so this L is learning. You see that L? If you team losses with learning, you get a win. You can tell me I'm crazy. You can think your shit, and I'm gonna think my shit. But I'll tell you this much. I'm sharing this because it's tried and tested. I've been through pain. I've been through self loathing. I've been through second guessing myself. I've been through being deceitful because I would pretend to be this happy go lucky. Meantime, inside I'm enraged and disgusted with who I am, hating myself. Uncomfortable to talk about, but facts. Many of us go through this. And then when we team that out, that loss of opportunity, that loss of peace, that loss of contentment, when we team it with another L, the L of learning, we start to win. You a winner. I don't know if you all watched Shark Tale, but they like to like Rastafari they jellyfish, and they teasing Oscar, the main character, and they like, I'm not a loser, I'm a winner, but they moving around a wiener, a hot dog. Thought it was so cute. You know, when you step outside of yourself, like even now, I'm in my PJs, I'm doing this video with you. Stepping out of yourself helps you enjoy life. Okay, so I'm gonna get cracking with my journal entry, and you get cracking with yours. Think about it. If you haven't yet started the 21-day course, maybe it's not for you. Just yesterday my sister was telling me that the content she comes across daily, like she's always on social media spaces that feed her with those positive affirmations and stuff. So it becomes like a continuous mantra for her and it works for her. I respect that and I really value that. Like, you've got to do what works for you. Maybe you don't need to do the self love course. Maybe right now you just wanted to be reminded that somebody else feels pain too. Somebody else is loses their shit just like you. and that brings you comfort right now and strength to proceed. That's all I want, is for you to feel motivated that you deserve to proceed. You deserve to uplift yourself, and you have the power within to do so. So you get to doing that. I'm going to prepare for my day, honor the commitments I've made, the commitment to be part of the system. And you know what? Not to fight it, to actually be thankful for it, because there's many lessons that I learned in the system that I would never have been exposed to had I been doing what I love to do: gardening, playing with some animals, talking to people. Y'all must know by now I love to talk, and listening to my favorite music, acting theatrical. I would have never actually gained this momentum in life to want to be aware of my spirit had I not been in the system. Think about that next time you want to challenge something. Maybe you've had a parent who's never been active in your life and you want to challenge them. And I just want to let you know that if something disturbs your peace, putting the focus on that thing and trying to fight that thing is not going to help you, my dear. It's simply giving that thing more of your energy. But if you put the focus on you, like, okay, this robs my peace, but I can adapt. I have the ability to evolve. What can I do that I can now put my defenses up? Y'all know the sacral chakra. It gets your defenses up. So y'all go on, get your